everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Vikings going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. First down, it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Ajayi, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. They run with Ajayi. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love her.
You know, for this Vikings team, as they come back out here on offense, I don't know that any group had more of a roller coaster ride than them in the 2016 season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and in the cold middle, it was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was, and when you look at how their season went, you mentioned the roller coaster. A lot of it can come back to the injuries, especially along the offensive line. I think by around October, maybe even early November, I'm surprised you and I didn't get a call to go audition to be a left tackle there because they were just down so many guys. So that made it difficult to run the ball and to protect Sam Bradford, their quarterback, and it reflected in their final record. Brandon, I know you play the fantasy football game, and Adrian Peterson has to be a popular pick for owners. But this year, a tough season for him. A knee injury early limited him to 72 yards total for the season.
Yeah, early indeed. Week 2 on that knee injury. So 72 yards, as you said, for the year. Came back admirable, hoping to get him into the playoffs, but didn't look like he was ready to return.
One guy I never count out, though, is Adrian Peterson. I expect a monster return in 2017.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Get ready! White 90! White 90! Force! Set! Move 58!
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
They come up in an offset eye.
Move 58!
2nd down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Dolphins have a first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This is Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Fighting through, and he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Ajayi taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. They go back to the air here after the... Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Again, liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw is Tannehill. That's caught at the 2. It's a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They come out here in the eye. Tannehill on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. On those those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route, ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
In motion, Patterson. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
380.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Now Tannehill. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. 17 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Here's Tannehill. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Deion Sims, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And the wideout in motion. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Tiger! Way 90!
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 2nd down, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And out come the Dolphins now. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Back to throw, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's got room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Bridgewater, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. First carry of the game here for Matt Asiata. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Let's go.
On second down, Peterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run with Peterson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Format to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On second down, here's Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Dagger, 8, set, blue 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run.
Ready, 380.
Now it's Tannehill. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Shift together here from the D-line.
Set, blue 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Red zone opportunity. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking, and what they want to do is finish them off.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there, and it'll be a Minnesota first down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. In motion, Patterson. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. In motion, Patterson. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 61 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Time for a break. And he is going to lose yardage here. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Dolphins going on 4th. It's Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come up in an offset eye. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about